We actually just dropped a vlog recently on our second channel, Pono Ronal, with
okay, Big Scalpo.
And the word on the street is that Big Scalpo is the people's champ.
Oh
Did you guys see the outpouring love that Big Scalpo got? You
okay,
saw
the
this,
problem
right?
here for us is that people see the end, but I saw you torturing your poor brother along, so I can't look at Big Scalpo as a hero.
Okay, SHAH-AMEER was here through the whole thing. First of all, SHAH-AMEER, tell us about the scalping game and what you witnessed.
Okay, so I like to say that I changed these two boys' lives.
All right,
Wow.
relax.
Wow, I love where this is going. Go ahead.
I walk into their house, right, and I see Dower crying. Right, he's right next to his PS4.
Oh my God.
He's crying next to his PS4. He's like, "My PS4 is broken," and I'm like, "Yo, I got you. I just copped a PS5 and I sold it, so I can help you get a PS5. I know you want one." And so then I gave him all the help that I could provide, and then I tell Faras, and I'm like, "Yo, Faras, like this scalping game is like awesome, like it helps you out." And then he was like, "Oh, interesting." He never thought anything of it. And then later that night, Dower was supposed to stay up for that link or whatever, and for the
Scalping,
PS5.
by the way, is what?
Oh, scalping is when you buy something that's like low in supply, high in demand, and so like
And you resell it for a lot more, right?
and you resell it for a lot more.
So basically,
Mind
these
you-
PS5s and Xboxes have been selling for like 500, or are originally $500, and then people have been selling for like over $1,000.
Over 1,000, yeah.
And Dower's been publicly talking about how he doesn't like scalpers,
scalpers,
and all this type of stuff.
Yeah, and so Frost and I were working one night, that same night where Dower's supposed to stay up, and I was like, "Yo, Frost, the Best Buy link is up," and so he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna try to cop one." He ends up buying 3 consoles, and Dower gets 0. And so throughout this whole process, right, the next morning he goes to his brother and he's like, "Hey, I got 3 consoles." And Frost doesn't even game. He doesn't need one. He's just in it for the ride.
I game, bro. You should see me on Mario Kart. I'm whooping that booty on Mario Kart. All right.
But I think the funnier aspect is that you don't like game on PS5 or PS4. You don't care about those consoles. And
Game for fun with people,
yeah,
like not online really.
yeah.
Well, I guess that's what you guys do. You have fun, but
And so
not,
throughout
like,
this whole
serious fun.
process, to Dower, he's like, "Call me Big Scalpo. Call me Big Scalpo." And everyone,
because I deserve it.
Oh my god.
but you see how I provided both these boys the same opportunity.
So honestly,
And
SHAH-AMEER, if you think about it, it's not even Frost's
SHAH-AMEER's
Big
an
Scalpo.
instigator.
SHAH-AMEER is Big Scalpo.
I'm Grandpa, Papa
He's
Scalpo.
No.
yes.
I'm Papa.
He's not.
You're the OG Scalpo.
He's the coach. He's
I'm
the
the-
coach.
I'm the grandfather. The
Godfather
godfather.
Godfather Scalpo.
Yeah.
He's
The
okay.
god.
You guys don't even get how it works, Amber. You don't just get to come in and throw terms around. All right?
Why? I am voting SHAH-AMEER being the bigger Scalpo ahead of you. You're like Big Scalpo? No, you're medium Scalpo. SHAH-AMEER
This is
is
what-
Big Scalpo.
This is what Amber does to try to help herself cope with the fact that I was able to get something that not a lot of people were able to do. Look, it's simple
Oh,
as this,
because I
right?
care so much about the scalping game. Wow,
It's
I
simple
need
as
to cope
this.
so
It's simple
bad.
as this. It's simple as this, right? I stepped into the game for one night.
Mm-hmm.
I was editing a podcast. I was doing this. This is what I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then SHAH-AMEER's like, "Yo, they got him on sale." I was like, "They do?"
So you're
And then I was
admitting
like, "Oh, because I just
that
got one."
SHAH-AMEER put you on.
And then he was like, "No way." And then I was like, "Is this like that hard? Like I just got it. Is it usually this big of a deal or whatever?" And he's like, "No, it's pretty hard." I was like, "Oh, because I just got 2." And then he an hour later he told me that the Xboxes were going up, right? I was like, "Oh, do these sell for a lot?" And he's like, "Yeah, they're pretty good." I was like, "Oh yeah, because I just got one." And it was just one after the other. Basically, what I'm saying is,
So you got 2 Xboxes
came into the scalping
you
game.
got 2 PS5s
I could have
and
been
an
silent.
Xbox?
I could have
And
been
then-
silent.
You could have been silent.
I was working on my laptop. He was working on his. And I was like, I took down my headphone. I was like, "Yo, Frost."
He's
took
like, "Let
down
me
his
educate
headphone,
you. Let me bring you into
and-
this life."
And I was like, "Yo, the link went up."
He
I had no
shared the
reason to do
knowledge.
that.
I'm grateful. But at the end of the day,
At the end of the day, I might be Papa Scalpo.
Papa
the
Scalpo.
luck falls where it's supposed to fall, right? And I'm not in the scalping game anymore. it low-key felt bad. I see that I would get messages from people that are trying to buy off me, right? Like I didn't know what to do with it. I knew that I either wanted to like give one away or like for free. But then I saw how sad my brother was, and then I felt bad. So I was like, all right, I just give it to him. So I was gonna Scalpel gives back, you know, like that was gonna be the theme of it at the end of the day, regardless. But when I had to sell the others.
That's not.
What do you
that's
mean,
not
no?
the. See, that's what I'm saying. Is along the way when because I was there after you guys had bought them, like later on in the day, I like was hanging out with them, and they're like talking about this whole thing. Frost, you can say at the end of the day I was planning on doing this, but being next to you that day, I felt like I was hanging out with the villain.
Oh, I'm a villain. What do you mean?
Not but like some like villain turned hero, like a villain.
No, I'm not a villain. I'm an anti-hero. You could ask SHAH-AMEER. Like from the beginning, my plan was give it away. Like
yeah.
But then I was like, let me decide what I want to do with it instead. But you got to play it up. That's what makes it fun. Like you have to do that part. But what I'm saying is like during the process, people are messaging me, and I felt so bad at some points. But like other people, they were kind of annoying because they'd be like, oh my God, like my kids need this for Christmas. And I was like, whoa, need? That's a strong word there.
Yeah.
Like it'd be like, yo, do the right thing. And I'm just like, what's the right thing here? And I'm like, this is the game. People do this with sneakers. And I get it because I don't usually do this. I'm not like, you know, into reselling that much anyways. But I respect people that are like hustling or whatever. And like if you like, don't give me a story like, oh my God, like we're poor and like
I think there's a huge difference too. Like if someone, let's say the vaccines are limited, right? And someone buys the vaccines and resells them for like $3,000, completely different. Right? Like that's messed up because people need the vaccines. Do people really need these video game consoles? I don't know.
It seemed, based off of Dower's reaction, Frost Brothers' reaction, it seemed like he like needed one. From
I get it. I get people that like are really passionate about it, right? Like, and especially this is for majority of people in this country a holiday that you give the best gifts, and for somebody to see that, like, especially somebody that wants it really badly. You know, that could be a big deal. So I'm not gonna go back into the game or anything, but basically what I'm saying is I'm the Taylor Hicks of scalping. I came into the game, I won the game, I leave the game. You never
I'm
hear it again.
I'm the Sanjay of scalping.
Sanjay of scalping. That's too funny.